The old horseshoe on the banks of the Olin Bench. It has seen many a high-stakes clash, and another one coming up from Columbus in this one. The Oregon Ducks come in to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes, and over the last several years, whenever these two teams have gotten together, high-stakes, playoff game, conference championship implications, all on the line. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting top 25 matchups of this season. Honestly, Oregon versus Ohio State might be two of the most talented rosters in all of college football. College football playoff implications on the line. This one should be massive when Oregon takes on Ohio State. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the crowd, and there's some room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Run inside. It's Hill.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Working the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
After the misfire on that 52-yard field goal attempt, they'll put it in play from their own 35. Running inside, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Say it. Makes the grab. It's Roberts. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Man, you've really seen the evolution of the tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
The run inside. It's Jackson.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Motion from the wideout. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. Got a man. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This receiver's dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bear. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And they tacked on the extra point. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Play fake, Julian Sayed. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Tavian St. Clair. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Hill. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Gonna let it fly. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. St. Clair. Catch in the middle. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Now here's Moore. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Throwing St. Clair. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback making adjustments.
Sweep. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear.
Blue 30. Return. Ready, go.
They go play action with St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
You just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the ground with the counter. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Gets the back moving. Tavian St. Clair unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Quarterback making checks. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Unleashes one. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Bear. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing more. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's loose on the right. The 20. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And it's no good. Had a chance to tie it and couldn't do it. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. St. Clair. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnover, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. First down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around here, try to get more physical, try to run the football, and try to capitalize on this field position.
Second and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Moore from the gun on third down. Throws to the back. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside, it's Jackson. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He'll try it again. They'll just run the ball in the middle of the field and watch that clock continue to wind here late in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 11 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Fighting Irish, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. That delay of game penalty took them out of 2nd and short. Here they come, needing 8. The run inside. It's Jackson. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Touchdown, Oregon! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Julian saying to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
Quarterback's got to find a rhythm here. He has been living dangerously early in this game. Threw a pick last time out, and here on the 2nd drive, he almost gets picked again.
To the air, it's Sayin. Snagged out of the air. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Greg.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Moore with the play fake. Finds his big tight end.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's West. Inside the 40. Finding some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field.
Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's more to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's more. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Arnie knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. All by himself down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davison. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running inside. It's Jackson. Picks up the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to the well. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the move, it's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Fires to the middle. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
And you want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback may change this route. St. Clair to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And the drive has been really, really solid, and we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions, got to make sure we're aggressive, not reckless, but aggressive, and make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
Throwing St. Clair. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. He's got him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that'll cost him a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. They'll move the wide receiver.
Return. Go.
Tavian St. Clair fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. The Buckeyes with an answer.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. And timing on corner routes is so important. And the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and take it into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He lofts one down the sideline, and that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Moore. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Trying to help their defense on third down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. The run inside. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. First and goal coming up. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. St. Clair bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Trying to set up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Tavian on the play action. Here comes the heat. And he never had a chance.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. Fourth down, St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense putting points on the board. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Throwing St. Clair. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Looking for a push on 4th down. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
And you're going to hear the boos coming in for this offense because, yeah, when it works, it's great. But 4th down and medium, you want to run the football, try to catch them off guard. A lot has to go right for that to happen. And Palmer, I question the call. I'm sure you're going to too. But the defense is happy that they made it.
Yeah, they sure are. And I think it's because of those guys up front, honestly. I mean, it's not like an offense, even if you have the right run play on, you still got to be able to sustain those blocks up front for a long time. And against this D-line, there's not a great chance of that happening. They're just too physical. They're too athletic. They obviously won up front on that one. And this offensive coordinator is going to have a lot of answers he's going to need to be giving in this press conference after the game.